no one visual impairment is ever the same. At the Partially Sighted Society, we've got that in mind. And today I'm joined by Print Room Manager Andre Plant as we discuss a VI pack. Andre, would you be able to go into a little bit of detail about what the VI pack is and what it entails?
Okay, at the Partially Sighted Society, we print exercise books for children in schools, but children specifically with a visual impairment. This is heavy line stationery that is printed. There's something like 15,000 variations that we can offer the child. The idea of the VI pack is to make it child-centered, to let the child be part of the decision-making process. So we developed this pack that we would then send out to schools for the school to use as a resource to involve the child, let the child tell you what they can see by opening up the book, showing them the various pages that we print and letting the child tell you by going through individual pages at what works for them. The other thing that we also have is we have colored pages. We have 6 of them, different colors, and these also help, especially with white where there's a glare issue. I'll give you an example of what happened. A school contacted us. They had 6 children who were visually impaired and the teacher didn't know what to do. So I explained how to use a visual impairment pack, that you sit down with each child individually and let them tell you what they can see. So she did that, sat down with each of the 6 children, and then she phoned me. She said they've all ordered differently. One's ordered blue books, one's ordered green paper, yellow paper, and I said, well, that's the nature of visual impairment. No two are the same. Everyone is different, and that's why it's so important that the child is involved in the decision-making process. Only they know what they can see.
So you think this is a vital component in actually getting the correct equipment for school children with visual impairments?
Absolutely, because you're not going to waste money, because you're getting the books that the child needs, that the child wants, and it just works for the child.
So I've noticed you've got some books as well with logos on. Can you explain a little bit about that?
One of the important things with children who are visually impaired is that they're not seen as different, that they're the same as the other children in the class. They just can't see. That's a really important thing to bear in mind. So when we send books to the schools, there is the option that they can in fact have the same covers as all the other children. We do offer that. The school will send us JPEG files, whatever files they can, or even examples of the existing books, and I will then copy those books and make it exactly the same. But on the inside is our heavy line stationery as it works for the child. You can see all of these are all various schools that have ordered differently from us, various books and that.
Will you just make one copy of one book?
Yes, 1 book, 100 books, it doesn't matter. That's our charitable aim as a charity.
I can also see that you've made, looks like academic diaries. Can you go into detail about those as well?
Yeah, we do diaries, we do school planners. Generally our diaries and school planners have the yellow with the partially sighted logo on them with the heavy lines inside. But we also do school planners, as you can see here. But again, to make the child feel inclusive, we do copy the school planner that every other child has in the class. And that's, we put our planner in there, and there's another example of what we do with another planner inside like that.
Fascinating stuff. Thank you very much for joining us today, Andre.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you. For more information about where you can get a VI pack, visit our online shop, partsite.org.uk/shop, or click the link in the description.